In this video, we're going to be talking about digital marketing, what it is, how it works, as well as diving into some of the most proven and effective digital marketing strategies available today. So let's get into it. Specifically in this video, we're going to be pulling back the curtain in what is arguably the most complicated and yet significant and powerful aspect of running a business, and that is digital marketing. And by the end of this video, you're going to leave with not only a better understanding of what exactly digital marketing is and how it works, but how exactly it applies to the real world, because theory and academic stuff and all that kind of book knowledge is nice to have, and it can play a role in helping you form a foundation and base knowledge, but it's a completely different story than when we take a look at these concepts and theories and how we actually apply them in the real world. And that's what I want to help you with here. But before we actually dive into the application, into theoretical and academic stuff as well as practical, we need to decode exactly what we're talking about here. And when it comes to digital marketing, there is no lack of confusion, and I blame myself as a marketer for being part of the problem. After all, we're infamous for using kind of complicated jargon and technical words like SEO, PPC, CTA, CTR, and I could go on with dozens and dozens. And to make matters worse, people often associate digital marketing with complex online software, coding, and these kind of really complicated funnels that take teams of dozens and dozens of people to kind of keep running. And no matter what, there's still so much confusion around it. And otherwise, it's a very smart and savvy business owners still avoid it. And so now, of course, digital marketing does have some more kind of complicated and technical aspects to it. But that doesn't mean that you need to know every single one of them and how to do them all. And in fact, even in just kind of broad or general understanding of them in different pieces will allow you to thrive in today's digital marketing marketplace, because of the end of the day, at the end of the day, digital marketing is actually a pretty simple concept. So what exactly is digital marketing? Well, brace yourself for this one, but digital marketing is just marketing done digitally. I know. Yep, that's its meaning, and it's the same concepts and principles, but applied and done on digital marketing platforms like social media, through email, or other online channels. Basically, if you're using a digital marketing platform or digital platform to communicate your business's value to your customers, then you are digital marketing. So how does digital marketing work? Well, the reality is that we just covered that is digital marketing works much the same as offline or traditional marketing. When it does work the same. In fact, when you hear someone talking about digital marketing, they're referring to the tools and the digital and online aspects of those tools rather than the underlying strategy behind it, which can always be better formed on a fundamental and really, marketing fundamentals, right? And so now that we've got that covered, that digital marketing is really just marketing done with digital tools, well, what are the best tools available and the best way to create or to make digital marketing work for you? Well, the first step is that it comes to creating an effective digital marketing strategy. So the first is to identify your market. And you see this is going to be the same whether we're talking about traditional or digital marketing. So the first step is always to identify the target market and the ideal customer or prospect or potential person that you really want to connect with. Now, the reason that this is such a foundational piece of overall strategic campaign, because without the right person in mind, nothing else is really going to matter. So spend a bit of time and do some digging into your ideal target market. Sorry, there's something in my eye. And what their demographic details are, like their age, gender, income, occupation, things of that nature. Also, what are their geographic details? Where do they live? And maybe most importantly, what are their psychographic details? Things like their attitudes, interests, opinions, and behavior. The better you're able to form a really clear picture of who your ideal market is, the more effective your digital marketing strategy or your marketing strategy in general is going to be. So once you've got your market clearly identified, let's move on to step 2, messages. Now, when it comes to creating a really effective message, the thing that I like to advise is that you take a look at your clients or customer, basically the market that you've identified, and just take a look at their miracles and their miseries. Their miseries are going to be the things like their wants, miracles, are going to be things like their wants and needs, their goals and their dreams. And again, the better you understand your market, the better you're going to understand their miracles. And ideally, your business is going to be one that's positioned to deliver those miracles for them. The flip side, of course, is that their miseries are their fears and their frustrations, their pains, their nightmares, all those types of things. So they're going to try to avoid it. And step 2 is be pretty much the same, whether you're using traditional or digital marketing. The third step is this is where we really differentiate between traditional and digital marketing, because here we're going to be making the choice for which platform we're going to use to communicate our message with our market. Now, when we're talking about traditional media, we're going to be talking about things like the newspaper or radio or direct mail or any form of print, really. Digital marketing, on the other hand, includes things like social media, online video, email marketing, online pay, per click advertising, things of that nature, where things get really exciting. And through digital marketing, such as, an effective overall strategy to deploy that, is, well, pretty much everyone, regardless of age or gender or income or occupation, pretty much everyone is online these days, which means that no matter who you are, or who you're trying to reach, you can reach them with digital marketing. Not only that, but digital marketing also has some other benefits and other traditional marketing, namely the fact that that targeting is just so dialed in with digital marketing platforms that also that the time to get data back is significantly reduced, meaning that if you can create the ad and put it in the newspaper or in the magazine, you're going to have to wait a period of days, weeks, maybe even months for your market to see your message and react or not react. Digital marketing is as little as a few hours it can get an immediate response, letting you know if you're on track or if something needs to be changed. All right, so now that we've got all that covered, what are the most effective digital marketing strategies today and why? Well, it comes to digital marketing, there's no shortage of available strategies and no shortage of opinions. And that goes along with some of these strategies that other social media gurus say that you need to be using more social media. Email marketing advocates preach that the benefits of reaching your customer directly through their email inbox. Video marketing experts say that everybody needs to be creating more videos, and online advertisers tell you that the best return on investment is with online ads. So who's right? Well, in reality, they all are right, because it's going to depend on your market and your message and your media. Basically, what we're trying to find out is or you're trying to reach what the message is that you're trying to communicate, and which online digital platform is going to be best aligned with your business and your industry and your customers. Unfortunately, many people get lost and confused, and they take a look at these different things and they realize they might all work. So they start doing everything. And one thing I can tell you is definitely do not do everything. You don't need to do everything. In fact, most of your results are going to come from one or maybe two or three carefully selected and strategically deployed channels at most. And so, to help you choose which might be best for you and your business, these are some strategies we use from day to day. The first is, of course, social media marketing. You can't argue that the best proven result that you'll be able to achieve with a strategically deployed social media marketing campaign. Now, there are nuances between how the campaign is deployed and how it's going to leverage, but it really comes down to a combination of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and depending on the market, or YouTube, depending on the market and client and the customers. Regardless, having social media presence today is pretty much mandatory, and the best thing that you can do will provide a real and tangible return on investment. The other strategy that we consistently use is online advertising. And again, most of the social media platforms do just have the option to do both. Organic social media, which means unpaid or just kind of regular posting content, as well as paid advertising, where you're basically paying for them for distribution. And we'll take a look at the market and essentially what we're trying to get across to make a strategic decision between Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the Google Display Network. As a fun fact, some of our highest ROI campaigns have almost always come from social media advertising. And it can be difficult to learn at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's definitely worth it. All right, so that's it for the intro to digital marketing. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you like the video, comment if you have any other thoughts on it, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.